taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has got to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the ground and try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. This conference has a hit. Getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. The tag. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to change this route. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's past the 30. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And it's caught inside the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense aid got him at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Taking it the other way. Bulldozes his way through. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Applewhite. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Open field on the right. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, SMU. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Pools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Noles started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Whiteout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's up 4th down.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Lofts one high and deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grant behind the line. It's Green. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The fake spike trying to catch the defense napping. And this one falls incomplete, but I think
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. This is softening them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. Out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has...
Breaks into the open. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Booker. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. On the ground, it's Green. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going. And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can get.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Russell. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got it.
Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, he saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Noles! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield at screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Power football with the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to do it on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sound like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his...
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Pass completion move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Down without getting the touchdown. Running back searching for a hole. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Russell. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the corner and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. defense is content with where it is, they'll take a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.